Hello everybody, welcome back to my Slice of Heaven. I'm Joey. And guess what? Got another camera here I'm going to do the review on. This is the Wosports G600. Looking by the box, it looks like a little compact camera. But today we're going to do an unboxing. We're going to do a setup. And then you're going to see me set this out in the woods, and we're going to get some pictures, and then we'll show you some pictures of the wildlife or whatever I caught on this camera. And at the end, we'll go over my thoughts on the camera, and you also get some thoughts as soon as I take it out of the box, my first reaction. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of the box now. Again, this is the Wosports G600. I know I like to shake it when I'm holding it. Shouldn't do that. First thing out of the box is the owner's manual. You got their mount that usually comes with these cameras. You know how I feel about these. I don't use them. But I do make my own trail camera mount, and if you're interested in that, you can look right here. These mounts are getting better, and they'll probably work okay as long as you baby them and get them up there just right. But always find out that after you mount this plate onto anything, I know this is not a review for the plate, it's a review for the camera, but when you mount this onto something, the bolt is in here to tighten it. So if that comes loose, you got to unscrew this again, tighten that bolt, and I've always had a problem with that bolt or nut staying tight, so I don't use them. We got the camera, we got some mounting hardware for the mount, we got a tree strap, and this camera comes with an SD card, 32 gigabyte SD card, and the full-size SD card. I like the full-size ones, but I know y'all want to see what this camera looks like. Very nice looking camera, not as compact as I thought it was going to be by the box. So it took up that whole box. It's got the wide clasps on it, has the swing open door, leaves your LCD screen fixed to the tree so you can see what in the screen what the camera is actually looking at. This camera has a 1/4 by 20 mounting screw for the tree mount or the swivel mount or whatever you want to use. It also has a DC 12 volt connection. It could be for your solar panel or whatever. But first impression of this camera, it looks really nice. I really do like these big clasps that they're putting on cameras nowadays. Makes it a lot easier. And the full-size card, if you got fat fingers like me, these are a must. But we're going to jump right into the setup now. So come on over here closer to the table and we'll get a look on how to set this camera up, or at least how I set it up. This will give you a guide to get your camera started. You may want to mess with your settings and change them a little bit, but this is how I do most of the cameras that I set up. Okay guys, so we go ahead and open this clasp. Like I said, I like these big clasps on here. You open up this little door and you'll see your on, off, and aim button, which is the setup button. Setup. You got the up, down, and over arrows. You got an OK, and you got a menu button. We're going to turn this to the middle, and whenever you turn your camera on and off, always do it slow. Go from off to middle, then to on, or when you're turning it off, go from on to middle, let it catch up, and then turn it off. So first thing we're going to do is hit the menu button, and the first thing is mode. We're going to hit OK. Mode is photo, video, or photo and video. You know me, I like video, so I already have mine set up for video. We're going to hit OK. Then we're going to go down to photo resolution, hit OK. Here we have 5 megapixel, 8 megapixel, 16 megapixel, or 30 megapixel for photo resolution. Hey, you bought a 30 megapixel camera, you might as well buy it, use the 30 megapixel setting. Hit OK. Go down to photo series, hit OK. You can take 1 photo, 2 photos in a series, or 3 photos in a series. I'm just going to leave, it's at 2 right now. I'm just going to leave it at 2 because I take video, not photo anyway. Go down to the next section, which is video resolution. Hit OK. Has two choices, 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720. I put mine on 1920 by 1080p. And we'll hit OK. Go down to video length, hit OK. We have 10, 20, 30 seconds. We're going to set ours for 10. I wish it had a 15-second option, but it does not, so we'll leave it at 10. Hit OK. Go down. Auto recording. I did not know this camera had audio recording. I'm sorry, I said auto. Audio recording. Again, I did not know this camera had audio recording, but since it has it, we're going to use it. So we're going to press that to on. Hit OK. Hit the down arrow. Shot lag. Hit OK. Shot lag is just the time that it takes when it takes one video or picture to the time it'll rest before it takes another picture or video. I got mine set for 30 seconds. We'll hit OK. Hit the down button again. We got side motion sensors, which are, sorry about that, which are these two sensors right here on the sides. We'll hit OK, and we have it on or off, and we're going to leave ours on. Hit OK. Hit the down arrow again. Sensor level. Hit OK. We have a low, middle, high. I'm going to put mine at middle. When you put your sensor at high, it tends to pick up moving grasses and anything that might blow by the camera, so I kind of put mine on middle. If you're putting it in a close proximity to a lot of tall grass, you probably want to put it on low. But I'm going to leave it on middle. Hit OK. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Go back up to middle, then hit OK. Hit the down arrow. Target recording time. Now this is just going to be off. Target recording time. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Target recording time just means the time you want this camera to be active, like whether you want it to be active like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. For wildlife capture, it's not so important, but if you use this camera for security, you might want this camera to come on at a time when you're not there or at wherever you have it set up at. So we got it on off. We're just going to hit OK. We're going to hit the down arrow, which is time lapse, and this just means it'll take a picture every so much time that you set the camera for, whether it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. It'll take a picture over that period of time until that card is full. The down arrow again, we're going to language. It has multiple different languages. You can choose yours. Time and date, hit OK. And here you can set the time format and date format. We already have our time set for today. So we're just going to hit OK. And then we're going to hit the menu button. And then we're going to hit the down arrow. Photo stamp. That just means it'll put a stamp at the bottom of every video or photo. So like if your camera goes off at noon, it'll have a stamp down the bottom that says 12 or it'll say 12 o'clock and that date that it took the camera. Hit the down arrow again. Password protection. You could put a password protection on this camera if you like. I do not have one. Format memory card. I like to format my cards on my computer, and I've never had a problem with that. Just remember to turn your camera on and off whenever you take your card in and out of the camera. Down, serial number. You can see the serial number of the camera. You can reset settings here. If you hit that, it'll just go back to default settings. This will show you the version of the camera. Software update if ever one's needed, and then we're back to the beginning. So this camera, the Wosports G600, is all set up and ready to go out into the field. So we're just going to hit menu, go back to menu, and then we're going to turn it off. All right, everybody, so that was the unboxing and the setup of the Wosports G600. The next time you will see me and this camera, we'll be setting it up out in the field. And after we're there, we'll talk a little bit more about the camera, talk about why I chose that area. I always choose areas when I'm doing reviews that I know there's going to be a lot of animal traffic. So I've already told you why, but I will see you out in the field when I mount this camera to a tree. Well guys, I picked a location I want to put this camera on. I'm going to put it on this tree right here, and it's going to be looking kind of down our driveway here. This is a good location. We always catch a lot of deer and wildlife coming through here, so I figured this was a good spot. First thing we want to do is trim out some of these little branches out of our way, because we don't want to get any false triggers from the tree branches. And you can see I have this camera set up on one of my swivels I made. If you're interested in making some of these camera mounts, the link will be in the description below. Be nice if I had a drill to start my hole, but I'll just have to put some pressure on it and push it in while I'm turning. So guys, this tree was a little hard, but I remembered I had my drill in my back seat. Just started a little bit. Guys, you want to make sure you use a drill bit a little bit smaller than the threads on your mount. And you can open this, and since this has the LCD screen right here, we can put it for setup, and we'll be able to see in the screen what it is exactly we're looking at down the road here. I think I want something like that right there. We'll give that a try. We'll come back in about 2 to 4 weeks, check these cards, and we'll show you what we have on this camera. Again, this is the Wosports G600. Alright guys, we're back with the Wosports G600. It's been in the field now for about 4 weeks. And during that time we have gotten a ton of rain. That's what took me so long in retrieving the camera to get it out to finish this video. But with that said, this camera is on Amazon right now for a limited time for $40. So again, a 30 megapixel camera on Amazon for $40. Let's take a look at the video that I've captured, and we'll let you decide whether you think $40 is a good deal for this camera or not. So guys, as you can tell, the video on this camera is really nice. It takes nice clear video. Really impressed with this camera. Like I said, $40 on Amazon. There will be a link in the description. You can use that link and it'll take you right to this camera. Again, it's a limited time for $40. Go check it out. Well, that's going to be the end of this review. My thoughts on it. For $40, well worth this camera, I believe. Nice pictures. Not a bad camera at all. It takes very nice daytime pictures. The nighttime pictures were not too bad. But again, this is the Wosports G600. You can find it on Amazon. There'll be a link below. All in all, not a bad little camera. That's going to be it for this review, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Well, guys, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe you didn't like the video, but you just like me. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And until next time, I hope you all have a great day.